What's up, everyone? My name is Manvit,
I'm Sanjit.
and today we will be talking about how it all ends, for how our universe will end. In Unit 1, the formation of the universe in our Astronomy 101 course. So let's get started.
Have fun.
Yeah. Okay, so the first theory on how the universe ends is the Big Bounce. What the Big Bounce is basically where the universe collapses in on itself so that the space-time fabric gets super compressed to the point where it was like at the start of the Big Bang. And at that point, the space-time fabric will expand and decompress where it was like today. This theory means that a universe is internal and everlasting. The theory was created by Abe Eshtaker, Thomas Pawlowski, and Parampreet Singh at the Pennsylvania State University in Quantum Cosmology in 2006. Now, the next theory on how the universe ends is the Big Crunch. The Big Crunch is part of the Big Bounce theory, where the expansion of the universe reverses and everything collapses in on itself. This might initiate another Big Bang, giving birth to a brand new universe. Many scientists don't believe this theory because the universe keeps expanding faster and faster and doesn't show any signs of slowing down whatsoever or reversing, which makes the heat death, which we will talk about soon, a much more possible outcome for the death of the universe. This theory was created by Alexander Friedman in 1922. Now, the third theory on how the universe will end is the Big Rip. In this theory, the dark energy expansion becomes too fast and everything will get ripped apart, including the atoms. Everything would be at an infinite distance from each other. This would literally rip apart everything, and would not be sustainable for life. It was created by Robert Caldwell of Dartmouth University, who first proposed this dramatic idea in a 2003 paper he wrote with Dr. Mark Kamenkowski and Dr. Nelvin Weinberg in the California Institute of Technology. Now, Sanjay will be talking about the fourth theory, which is the Big Freeze.
The Big Freeze is one theory that seems daunting as well. In this theoretical situation, the dark energy expansion of the universe makes all the interstellar objects move as far away from each other as possible, that the temperature of the resulting occurrence will drop down to near absolute zero everywhere, freezing us in the process. As the universe expands, it will approach thermodynamic equilibrium, meaning that everything in the universe will be at the same temperature, which is absolute zero. This leads to the heat death paradox, which says that the universe cannot be infinitely old or infinitely big, because if it was, then it would have had enough time to already reach thermodynamic equilibrium, resulting in the heat death. But if the universe is actually infinitely large, then the laws of thermodynamics don't apply to the universe's expansion. The heat death of the universe and the paradox originated in 1862 from Lord Kelvin, who used the stars and the sun to prove the universe had not reached thermodynamic equilibrium. Next up, we have the Big Slurp. The Big Slurp describes the time when the universe will try to reach the lowest energy state possible, which is the vacuum state. The Higgs field is the only quantum field that is not stable at the vacuum state, which means that it has a non-zero vacuum expectation value. Instead, it is a metastable, which means that it acts stable when it really isn't. And do we all remember what the Higgs field is? It is one of the most important fields of the universe, one that helps create mass. Our universe might exist in a metastable event, also known as the false vacuum state. This means that our universe exists inside another universe, and that universe will have a lower energy state than ours. This is dangerous because at any point of time, some force could do something to our universe, such as quantum tunneling, which could cause a fracture in our universe, which could in turn cause a quantum gravity bubble, which will move at the speed of light and suck everything in, causing the universe to die. The quantum bubble is created because the Higgs field will get disturbed and go into a lower energy state. A good analogy for this is a fishbowl. The fishbowl is like our universe, which exists in a house which is in an alternate universe. If a force is applied to the fishbowl, say someone knocked it over, then it will shatter and all of life will cease to exist, which is what might happen to our universe. Now, the chance of this happening is either 0 or 1. It's binary. if the universe is in a true vacuum. Then this event will never occur because if the universe resides in a false vacuum or a metastable event, then it will actually happen eventually. But we don't know when it will happen. Now, don't be worried. If this has already occurred, it might take billions of years to reach us, or it might never, because the universe keeps expanding since the speed of light. Since it expands at speed, which the quantum bubble is slower than, relatively slower than.
Now, in my opinion, the most likely theory on how the universe will end is probably the big freeze because everything is just expanding faster and faster. And so the universe will eventually reach absolute zero. But probably the most fun theory and interesting theory is probably the big slurp. Now,
Thanks
thank
for
you
watching.
for all watching and hope you have a good day. In our next lesson, we'll be talking. Our next unit will be Unit 2, in which we'll be talking about the sun, galaxies, and black holes.
Hope you learned enough.
Yep.